Oh man, I love NBA Sundays, especially when football season is over with, because I get to pay attention to pretty much every game all day, and they usually start about noon. It's been a fun day around the association. It's your boy Big Kev in the building, and we will be discussing all the games. One game still in action: Clippers versus Kings. Right after the intro.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
What's the word, NBA basketball fans? It's your boy Big Kev in the building for another episode of NBA Central After Hours. And yes, I am still coughing because I had a bunch of kids in the house this week with a sleepover situation, and one of them got me sick. So it is what it is. Um, Clippers and Kings still going at it. James Harden just hit a layup with 2 minutes to go to make it 90-95. Clippers down five. Zach LaVine and DeRozan are having a great game. It's crazy to see two former Chicago Bulls taking care of business as Zach LaVine just hit a tough step back jumper to put the Kings up 7 with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. We're going to get to that game as well as the rest of the games around the association that took place today as Kawhi Leonard just hits a tough and one fall away jumper to make it 92-97 with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. To free throw coming up, but lots of games around the association. You had the Denver Nuggets lose to Oklahoma City 127-103. Phoenix 125, Dallas 116. New Orleans and Memphis went down to the wire with Memphis taking care of business. Desmond Bain with a big game, 107-104. Memphis with the win. Philly and Utah also went down to the wire, 126-122. Philly took the win, 93-97. Now as Kawhi hits the free throw, Zach LaVine bringing the ball up the court, waiting for a screen, foul, offensive foul called on who was it called on? He is called on the big man. So the Clippers have an opportunity to get a little bit closer. And this crazy. This score is 97-93 with about a minute to go. So that's like some 90s, early 2000s type score. Minnesota takes care of business versus San Antonio, 141-124. Cleveland gets a big win for their 14th straight. Now remember, oh, Clippers just hit another basket, 95-97. Remember, Cleveland started the season 15-0. So they're looking for another 15-game winning streak going into their next game. And Detroit holds off a rally from Portland to win 119-112 as DeRozan shoots a tough contested three and looks like he gets fouled by Derrick Jones Jr. So 3 free throws coming up for DeMar DeRozan unless the Clippers try to challenge this, but I don't think so. Teron Lue out. Brian Shaw is coaching, and I doubt he's going to challenge it because they only have one timeout remaining. So the analytics don't really help them here. In looking at the replay, hand is part of the ball. DeRozan's follow through kind of hit Jones. It could go either way, but I doubt they're going to actually challenge this and lose their last timeout. Big game though. Sacramento Kings. I think they're looking for their 4th or 5th straight win. And Doug Christie got these guys hooping. That's just the reality of it. He got them hooping ever since they fired Mike Brown, which a lot of people wasn't really happy about. Oh, they did challenge it. So challenges in there. Um, the Kings are 7-3 in their last 10 games, so they're trying to move up in the standings. They're number 9 in the West, and the Clippers are right in front of them. So big implications tonight for tonight's game in terms of seeding. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go with the Clippers down 2. But there's a foul on Derrick Jones Jr. on a big 3-point shot from DeMar DeRozan. It's a 2-point game right now. Zubac having another big game. My man has 8 straight double doubles. He's actually playing really, really good basketball right now. So good to see him. He got that contract extension before the season. So y'all already know what it is, man. Keep your boy company. Let's hear you in the chat. Let us know what you guys think about today's action around the association. And while they're looking at this replay, we'll get to some of the games. Oh man, it sucks being sick. I don't usually even get sick, but it is what it is. So SGA let Nikola Jokic know who the MVP really is. 40 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Nikola Jokic, 1 assist shy of a triple double, 24, 13, and 9. But the final score tells the true story here. You had the Oklahoma City Thunder winning this game 127 to 103. And frankly, it wasn't close throughout. And honestly, the Thunder just looked like the better team. They just look like the better team in this game, and it's no secret they are the best team in the Western Conference, if not the entire NBA. It was a close game in the first half, and then the third quarter, Denver kept it close as well, but they got outscored 41-20 in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. Oklahoma City's biggest lead was 24, and their bench outscored the Denver Nuggets 31-14. So that right there is enough to let you know how that game went. Pretty sure majority of us watched it. Looks like the challenge was a successful challenge, as Hernandez parted the ball and he followed through. But DJJ went straight up, so there's no foul on the play. No 3 free throws coming up for DeMar DeRozan. Smart challenge from Brian Shaw. Good contest from DJJ, and they caught that foul. But again, it was a clean defensive attempt. Now, at the YMCA, they're going to argue up and down if that's an actual foul. But now we have a jump ball here at the center with the 2 big men going at it. Valanciunas and Zubac going at it at center court. 97-95, the Kings with the lead. If Zubac can win this jump ball, though, the Clippers will have a chance to tie. And they're jockeying for position, and the Clippers get the ball. James Harden sizing up the defender, crossover, looking. Zubac with the screen, uses the screen, rolls to the back. Oh, crossover, passes it in, out to Leonard, pump fakes, drives, stops, passes it out for 3, misses. And it's a scramble for the rebound. DeRozan with the rebound. 42 seconds to go in the game. 97-95. Kings with the lead. This right here could do it. Could be the nail in the coffin. DeMar DeRozan using the screen, dribbles into the defender. Derrick Jones Jr. is back on him. He waves off the screen, stops and pops for 3, misses. Zubac with the rebound. 24 seconds to go in the game. Timeout. 22 seconds to go on the shot clock and the game clock. And now the Clippers have a chance to tie or take the lead after a big rebound from Zubac's timeout on the floor. But Oklahoma City with a big win today over the Denver Nuggets, just showing you just how far ahead they are in the Western Conference, at least as far as the the regular season is concerned. These guys are playing really good basketball, and now they are 53-11 on the season, and they're on a 7-game winning streak themselves. Look, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Oklahoma City Thunder. These young guys are ready to play. Now, Michael Porter Jr. showed up tonight for Denver with 24 points himself, 15 rebounds as well. Aaron Gordon, however, did not. Looks like he probably got hurt. I was at work, so I saw that game. I was in and out on watching this game, so I guess he might have got hurt. He only played 6 minutes. Let me look and see what happened to Aaron Gordon Jr. in a few seconds. But Nikola Vucevic, we always saw his stats, 24, 9, and 13, 19 points for Christian Brown, and Jamal Murray for 17. Now, Russell Westbrook started the season strong, but he has come crashing down to earth, and he did not look good in this game at all. 1 for 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, minus 17 on the plus minus. Now, he did give you 11 rebounds and 5 assists, but only 4 points. The bench gave you nothing today. 3 points from Najee, 7 points from Pickett, and 0 from everybody else. You had a game where Denver needed to play their best game, and they just didn't have it. On the other side, though, Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are a force to be working with. That's a strong 1-2 punch. 26 points for Jalen Williams, 8 assists and 9 rebounds. 40 points from SGA, 8 rebounds and 5 assists. As the Clippers looking to get the ball inbounds, they pass it in. Everybody's moving around. You got James Harden with the ball, uses the screen, drives to his right, goes to the basket with the floater, puts it off the front rim and in. Now, the Kings have 2 timeouts remaining, and they are going to use one of them. It's 97-97 with 11.9 seconds to go. Clippers are on a 7-0 run in the last 90 seconds to get this game tied up. It's crazy. We're talking about a game that's tied at 97 with 1 second to go in the game. Insane in 2025. Now, as Chet Holmgren had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist, but he was in foul trouble all night long. And then Hartenstein, the other member of the Twin Towers, 10 points and 11 rebounds for him. And then the bench was just solid. You got 5 from Isaiah Joe, 9 for Jalen Williams, 5 from Cason Wallace, 4 from Aaron Wiggins, and 8 from Alex Caruso. Big win for the Oklahoma City Thunder over the Denver Nuggets. Phoenix looking to push their way into the play-in, and the team that's in front of them are the Dallas Mavericks, but we all know the Dallas Mavericks are struggling right now. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt on this team, and they just didn't have enough to get over the hump today. They played hard, but really, and honestly, they outplayed Phoenix pretty much the rest of the game. But the first quarter was the telltale situation for them. Phoenix did have a 16-point lead at one point, but they ended up winning the game 125 to 116. And we're looking at Kevin Durant, though. Kevin Durant had a solid game with 11 seconds to go in this Kings and Clippers game. We'll get back to that in a second. But 21 points for Kevin Durant, 24 points from Devin Booker. And over on the other side, you had 26 from Klay Thompson in a loss, and Najee Marshall with 34 points. We got the Kings looking to inbound the ball, gets it in. Zach LaVine with the ball, sizing up the defender, headed to his right, steps into the front court. Drew was right past him, stops, pops from the mid-range, bounces off the rim and misses. We got overtime basketball in the Western Conference, the Sacramento Kings. Zach LaVine had a good look at it. The ball barely missed. It just bounced all around the cylinder and out. Strong game for him so far tonight, but he misses, and you got an overtime game in LA. Now, Zach had a really, really good shot, fadeaway jumper, just missed it. Good shot from him, though. 97-97 end of the game going into overtime. So, valiant effort from the Dallas Mavericks tonight, but the Phoenix Suns took care of business and got the win to increase their chances on making the play-in tournament. One of the better games today was between the New Orleans Pelicans and Memphis, and we saw a crazy situation from my man on New Orleans. Trey Murphy caught a full court alley-oop 360 dunk. He ended up with 27 points tonight in the loss for New Orleans, but he was pretty much the only one. He had a few people in double digits, but nobody else was like an X factor type player. When you're going against Desmond Bane and John Morant, and they combined for 62 points, it's going to be hard to beat Memphis on those types of nights. Big win for the Memphis Grizzlies, though, to hold off a strong effort from Trey Murphy III over in New Orleans. You didn't have your boy Zion because it was a back-to-back situation, and CJ McCollum didn't play either because he needed some rest apparently. So how y'all doing tonight, man? Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what's what as the Clippers and Kings head to overtime. Another good game that I got to check the end of the game, at least, was the Philadelphia 76ers and the Utah Jazz. Nobody played for Philly in terms of their big three. Maxey was out, Paul George was out, and of course, Embiid was out. But they still got the win, 126 to 122, by and large, because of the hard-working players that don't really play on nights like this. It was a strong game from everybody on both sides. It was a good game to watch, honestly. But you had Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes again. He's been on a tear. Quentin Grimes with 25 points, and Lonnie Walker with his first double-double of his career with 25 points and 11 rebounds. And let's not forget, last month he was over like in Shanghai somewhere playing, and he's doing his thing for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's hard to believe that he's not in this league. But he wasn't in this league to start the season, especially he played really well for the Lakers too last year. So over on the other side, you had KJ Martin playing against his former team, 14.7 rebounds. Simpson Ball with 14 points. Filipowski with 25 points. 9 of them came in the fourth quarter. He hit 2 big threes in the fourth quarter to keep it interesting. But as the Clippers lose the opening tip, Kings, you got Zach driving to his left. Easy layup, but misses. Gets blocked by Zubac on the drive. And then Keontae George with 25 points for Utah. You got James Harden crossing over, driving, trying to get the floater, but he draws the foul, going to the line for 297 in overtime. Clippers versus the Kings. So yeah, good game from Utah. And over on the other side, good game from the Philadelphia 76ers. If you like basketball, you throw the records out the window, you watch the game, and you enjoy it. Another blowout tonight, though, was from the Minnesota Timberwolves, killing the San Antonio Spurs 141 to 124. It is what it is right there. De'Aaron Fox tried what he could, 22 points from him. Stephon Castle off the bench with 20 points. But over on the other side, it was just too much. Anthony Edwards with 25 points. And then you had a balanced attack from these guys. Pretty much everybody that played scored in double digits from the top 7 players on this team. The the Beard makes 1 out of 2 free throws. Zach LaVine passes the ball to DeRozan. DeRozan pump fakes, backing down his defender. Kawhi Leonard steps through, bounces his back out, tween, over to the side, gets bumped by Leonard, jumps it, passes it to the corner, and they call a foul on Kawhi Leonard. He fouled him a couple of times on that play. So big win for Minnesota. But again, we mentioned it earlier. The Cleveland Cavaliers are on another double-digit winning streak. Insane. Insane. And they did it. They got 14 wins in a row, right? And tonight, nobody killed. You didn't even have Donovan Mitchell out there. Nobody dominated. It was 17 points from Max Strus, 13 points from Evan Mobley, 11 points from Jared. Donovan Mitchell did play. It didn't even seem like it. Jared Allen, 11 points. Mitchell, 15 points. Darius Garland, 13 points. DeAndre Hunter, 6, 9, 9, 9 from 3 of your bench players. Just effort and energy from these guys every night. You don't know where you're going to get it. Donovan Mitchell has finally understood that he doesn't have to go out there and play and score 50 points to be effective. As Zubac tried to yam on Keegan Murray, and Keegan Murray gets hit with a blocking foul. But man, bro, good. It looks like the Cavaliers have figured it out. Looks like they figured it out, and they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Looks like it's going to be a challenge on the charge or the block, but they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. A lot of people are looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers and still saying they got to get over the hump of the Boston Celtics, and I agree. But picking up DeAndre Hunter and the way that Mitchell has shifted his play, the way that he plays, and the way that Darius Garland controls this team, and the way that Kenny Atkinson has these guys focused, this is not your typical Cleveland Cavaliers squad. This ain't the same Cleveland Cavaliers squad of 2 years ago. They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're mentally tougher. And frankly, they are healthy. And right now, they're on another 14-game winning streak, sitting at 54-10 and running away with the Eastern Conference. They're going to be a tough out. I don't care what nobody's saying. The Boston Celtics are going to have a tough time with Cleveland if they meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. Another game that ended recently was the Detroit Pistons versus the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers made it interesting late after they went down in the third quarter of this game. But, the Detroit Pistons, there's no better story than the Pistons in the season right now. The Pistons had an 18-point lead in this game and ended up giving up the lead a little bit late, but Portland came back and made it interesting. But the Detroit Pistons got the win. And it's mainly because Cade Cunningham, who should probably be the lock for the most improved player, let's just be honest there. My man had 28 points, very efficient, 9 for 17 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. He's not out there spamming, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. He's giving you 5 assists, 4 rebounds. That's a solid game from him. Tobias Harris, strong pickup for them, 20 points. Jalen Duren was looking like unstoppable in the pick and roll, caught a couple of dunks, couple of oops tonight, 18 points for him, 12 rebounds. It was just a good all-around game. Malik Beasley, another solid pickup for them in the offseason, giving you 10 points. He hit 2 out of 8 threes. He usually shoots better than that, but he still did his job. Now, on the other side, Jeremy Grant was solid, 6 for 11 from 3, 25 points, and Anthony Simons is a stud over there, but Portland's playing better, but hey, as James Harden hits a 3 to take the lead, 102-99 Clippers with the lead, 34 points from Anthony Simons. So big game for for him, but just wasn't enough to take down the Detroit Pistons, who have playoff implications, not play-in implications. Keep in mind, these guys lost like 25, 26 games in a row last year. and they're going to be a playoff team this year. Just goes to show you what a difference a year makes. So for the rest of this broadcast, we are going to finish up with the overtime game between the Clippers and the Kings as James Harden, the Beard, just hit a big three to give the the Clippers a 102-99 lead. As you got Valanciunas dribbling to the corner, looking for Murray, gets it to DeRozan. DeRozan backing down, dribbles, passes it inside. Oh, back outside. Is that Zach back outside? Pull up for three, misses the three, but I think it was a 24-second shot clock violation. Looks like the Clippers are getting the ball back, and that boy Doug Christie head is big. Big old head for Doug Christie. Zach LaVine had a chance to drive into the teeth of the defense and take a good shot, but I guess he stepped out of bounds or something because it's the second left. But James Harden dribbles into the teeth of the defense, passes it to the cornerback to James Harden. Harden sizing up the man, sizing up his man. Dribbles. It's a double team on Harden. Steps through, gets it to Derrick Jones Jr., who puts it up with the left hand. 104-99. The Clippers with the lead with 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the game. DeMar DeRozan dribbling the ball, uses the screen from Valanciunas, steps into his spot, gets it back out to Zach. Zach for three. Big shot from Zach LaVine to make it 102-104. Hits the top of the key three. That man, Zach LaVine, shooting like 60% from three on the season. Insane. And you got, not on the season, obviously, but he's shooting a lot of threes and hitting them. And then you got the Beard using the screen from Zubac. The Beard pounding that dribble. Sidestep three from the corner, misses. Big rebound from Valanciunas. The young man running up, looking for LaVine. LaVine drives to the left, passes to the corner, pump fake. LaVine posting up. Ooh. Trapped in that corner, throws it off the body. Still the Kings basketball. Kings down 102-104 with a minute and 59 seconds to go in the game. But they do have the ball. James Harden has been playing really good basketball lately. Put up a 50 piece recently. Valanciunas back out to DeRozan. DeRozan uses the screen, crosses over, uses the screen again, drives, stops, steps back, shoots the three, and knocks it down over Victor Zubac. What a big shot. It's a long two, but look at Zach and DeRozan, man. Crazy. Tie game 104-104. But they just look like better players now that they're not playing for the Chicago Bulls. Insane. As a Bulls fan, that's always frustrating to see. Clippers bringing the ball up. The Beard is going to have the ball, sizing up the defender. Ways off the screen, drives to the right, steps through, passes to the corner to Derrick Jones Jr. for three, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net. Big three-pointer from DJJ, another former Chicago Bull, 107-104. Clippers with the lead. DeRozan uses the screen, dribbles into the double team. Zach LaVine looking for the ball, sets the screen. DeRozan, tween, steps through, puts up the floater, and he gets fouled. He will be going to the free throw line for two. As we went around the association earlier in the episode, we're down to the overtime game between Clippers and the Sacramento Kings. Around the league, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers in first place, 54-10. Boston behind them, the Knicks, Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit rounding out the top six. And then you got the Hawks, Orlando, Miami, and Bulls jostling for position in the play-in tournament. And then you have over in the Western Conference, Oklahoma City sitting at 53-11 as DeRozan makes the first free throw, 9 for 9 on the night, 105-107. Clippers with the lead. And you got the Lakers, Denver, Memphis, and Houston, Golden State in the top six as DeRozan takes his next free throw, makes them both 106-107 with a minute and 24 to go. Clippers with the ball. And then you got Minnesota, LA Clippers, Sacramento Kings, and Dallas Mavericks jostling for position in the play-in tournament with Phoenix and Portland on the outside looking in, trying to make their way into the play-in tournament as the Beard dribbling the ball, drives to his right, passes it back to Jones Jr. again, and this time he misses in the corner. Fight for the rebound, saved by the Beard. They call it out of bounds. Looks like he saved it, but they said he was out of bounds. I'm not sure if they have any challenges left. Shaw looking about it, thinking about it. Harden fighting. Looking at the replay here. And no, it looked like he saved that. I don't know what they're saying, but it looked like he saved that. Looks like we're going to get a challenge from the Clippers. But I think he saved that. Looks like he saved it. This is a good game over here on NBA Central After Hours. Y'all ain't talking to me, but it's all good. I feel like my pastor. He say that all the time, even when people do be talking to him. We got a coach's challenge here, so overtime is even more overtime as they look at the play. But yeah, over in the Western Conference, man, it's going to be interesting because some of these play-in teams could definitely be in the playoffs. Houston is at 39-25, for example, in the fifth spot, and Minnesota is at 37-29 in the seventh spot. It's only 5 games separating the number 2 spot and the number 7 spot in the Western Conference. So anything can happen, as we already know, going into the final 3 weeks of the season, 4 weeks of the season. Any one of these teams from the Dallas Mavericks, well, not the Dallas Mavericks, because I doubt they'll do much, but from the Sacramento Kings all the way up to the Los Angeles Lakers can switch positions. The Lakers can fall all the way to the play-in, especially with LeBron James probably missing the next 2 or 3 weeks. And the Clippers can move all the way up into the playoffs. Anything can happen in that Western Conference. Now, over in the Eastern Conference, I don't really see Atlanta, Orlando, Miami, or the Bulls moving from the play-in. They can probably switch spots themselves in positioning because there's 30, 29, and 26 in terms of the win-loss. But it looks like Detroit, Indiana, Milwaukee, New York, Boston are all going to be in the playoffs, regardless of what happens in that bottom 4 for that play-in tournament. But yeah, it looks like they're calling it out of bounds on that first bounce as opposed to the save. And it looks like James Harden may have been the last one to touch it. That first bounce, if they're saying that it was out of bounds right there, is where it happens. And you got James Harden was clearly the last one to touch it there. So they're challenging it not on the save, but on that first time the ball was hit and it bounced on the end line. So it should be Sacramento Kings ball after they finish this review. 107-106, Clippers with the lead. In the call stands, it is Sacramento Kings basketball. The Sacramento Bulls, if you will. Kawhi Leonard is playing tonight. Might be like his 21st game of the season, because we all know that Kawhi Leonard don't play basketball. He just does it for cardio. DeMar DeRozan with the ball, bringing it up the court. 1 minute to go in the game. Backing down his defender, looking for Zach LaVine's screen. LaVine pops out. DeRozan dribbles into James Harden. Tween, into the double team. Passes it inside. Misses the layup, though. DeRozan gets the loose ball, spins into the paint, passes it outside. Back to DeRozan for the corner. Oh, wait. Big shot from DeMar DeRozan to put the Kings up 108-107. That was a crazy scramble for the ball right there. A little bit out of control, but the Kings get the desired result to hit the basket. Big shot from DeMar DeRozan, man. Big shot from DeMar DeRozan to give them the lead. Right now, he has 30 and Zach LaVine has 30. Go figure, Chicago Bulls. Go figure. There's no Sabonis tonight, no Malik Monk, but the Kings are still in this game. They got the lead with about 30 seconds to go. Kawhi Leonard with 15 points. Zubac with 22 and 14. James Harden with 27 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. And Derrick Jones Jr. with 17 off the bench for the Clippers in this game. 108-107 lead right now. The Sacramento Kings over the LA Clippers with 39.7 seconds to go. I expect to see James Harden bringing this ball up the court, getting a little high-low action, perhaps looking for Kawhi Leonard for some mid-range, but we're going to see. Kings are going to have to play defense. Crazy situation where DeMar DeRozan just ends up with the right spot at the right time and hits a big shot after he passed it out, rotated back to the corner. It could have been a three, man. He hits more long twos than Kevin Garnett. That man his toe is on the line a lot because he likes to take that. He likes to set his feet and he takes that step forward with his right foot. Always puts his toe on the line. Happened in Chicago a lot, but big shot from him regardless to put his squad up by a point. As the overtime reviews are getting to be ridiculous. Obviously, they want to make sure that they get the call right, so I'm not mad at them. 39.7 to go on the clock. Clippers trying to figure out, and I forgot that Bogdanovich got traded there from Atlanta. Looking like token. DeMar DeRozan looked like he could play another 4-5 years himself. These guys are getting to be better conditioned in the NBA. They're starting to play longer, be healthy longer. He attributes his longevity, 16th year in the league, to taking care of his body, eating right. Man, it's crazy to see him and Zach LaVine on another team dominating. But we know it will be the Clippers' ball, though. So Sacramento got to play defense if they want to get this win. Oh, so they were trying to figure out if the shot clock was supposed to run out, which it was supposed to, but he still got the shot off in time because it was a bogus reset. So Clippers still get the basket. What up, Wutage? I see you, Brody. The Bulls gonna make another play in. they're not the play in goats though. The Miami Heat are the play in goats. They made it all the way to the finals from the play in, so can't take that away from them. So Kings up 108, 107, 39.7 seconds to go on the game. Wish these referees will let this happen so I can go to bed. You gotta take some NyQuil or something because it's rough for your boy right now. I keep forgetting that Jeff Van Gundy is back in coaching. They took him off TV. He went back to coaching. I ain't mad at him. Tyronn Lue did not coach tonight with back issues. So Clippers inbound the ball to the Beard. The Beard bringing the ball up court. Pressured all the way through. Drives to the left, right past the defender. Puts up the floater up and in to take the lead. He knew that dude couldn't guard him. DeRozan, 27 seconds to go. 108, 109. DeRozan crosses over, spins again, tries to go to the left, and he gets fouled by Chris Dunn. So, good move from DeRozan, though. He knew Buddy couldn't guard him. Used his body, got to the left hand, took care of business to get the lead. DeRozan gets fouled as Dunn swipes him across the arms. You should have just let him go up. Put your arms up while he's swiping across the arms. But he's going to have to earn it at the line. 108, 109. Kings, DeRozan. DeRozan with a 30-piece. Why I don't know why I got 31 on NBA.com and then they said they showed 30 on the screen, but DeRozan hits another free throw. 110, 109 as the Kings take the lead with 20 seconds to go. Christie got to get his defense ready. Brian Shaw got to get his offense ready. And we haven't seen Kawhi Leonard much in this fourth quarter or overtime. It's pretty much been James Harden. So I'm wondering if they're going to go to James Harden again a couple of times in this quarter. He went ahead and drove and kicked it to the corner for Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. hit 1 out of 2 of those shots. So, James Harden is taking care of business tonight, hitting step back threes, facilitating. Doesn't have a triple double yet, but he got 29 and 11 right now, and it's efficient. We've seen James Harden be inefficient. He's 10 for 19 tonight. Kawhi Leonard 6 for 18, 15 points, but he hasn't done much in this fourth quarter. He had a couple of run-out layups early in the game, but hasn't done much in the fourth quarter. Over on the other side, it's basically the DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine show. Zach LaVine is uncharacteristically 1 for 7 from 3 tonight, but he does have 7 rebounds. 17 rebounds for Valanciunas, big pickup for them. 9.17 rebounds is crazy. That's what he gonna do. Go out there and get you boards. He even blocked Zubac tonight. Kings have won 5 of their last 6 games. James Harden telling his squad to get ready. 21.6 to go. No timeouts left for the Clippers, so they got to get it inbound. Did they kick the ball? I think he kicked the ball on the inbounds. 21.6 seconds. Kawhi Leonard gets the ball up top. Holding. 15 seconds to go. Waiting for, you're going to get a screen from Zubac in a second. Harden. He drives. Kawhi Leonard looking for cutters. Backing down, spinning. Gets to the paint, puts it up, and bounces it around and hits the game winner. Showing emotion. Kawhi Leonard jumping up and down, screaming with Jubilee, puts the floater up over the hook shot. Crazy game as the Clippers win 111 to 110. Wow. Kawhi Leonard with the ISO, back to the basket, over the shoulder, hook shot, bounces around the rim and goes in. Crazy vintage Leonard. Drove to his right, put his back to his defender, bullied his way all the way into the post, put the left-handed hook shot up. Crazy shot from that boy. And he was talking crazy too. Ooh, lefty. Ooh. Showed emotion too. That's a big shot from Kawhi Leonard, man. My boy C-Dub definitely love to see that. That thing hit the rim, the backboard, the cylinder, went all the way down. Big win for the LA Clippers over the Sacramento Kings to hold on to that play-in spot. Big win. DeRozan finishes with 31. Zach LaVine finishes with 30 points and 7 assists. He's gonna kick himself for not hitting no threes. Kawhi Leonard with 17 points, none bigger than that last basket that he just made. 22 and 14 for Zubac and 29 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds from James Harden. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with us tonight, man, on NBA Central After Hours. It's your boy, Big Kev. And we're going to holler at you guys next time, man. Keep on rocking with the game. Peace.